it would have to be God calling me back down there for something before I would ever entertain even going back down there for any length of time. But I love where I live, and I thank God that God has me here. I really do. And but there's a wilderness out there, man, and I tell you, it has some allure, and it's allured a lot of people out. A lot of young people get allured by the wilderness.
Yeah.
You know, there's just some things that's kind of mysterious, and some things that are just unknown to them. And so what do? They end up out there in the wilderness, man, and it's that wilderness of sin. And of course, they're like a lot of young people. They don't think it'll affect them. I'm smarter than everybody else. It won't get me like it got them. I know what I'm doing. And the thing is that no, you don't. No, you don't. None of us really do. We think we do, but we don't. We think we got it all figured out, but we don't. And I'm going to draw you a picture here. It's going to show you a wilderness here. And I'm going to draw you somebody in the wilderness. Kind of give you an idea, maybe. Hopefully might help you this morning see some things about a wilderness. I mean, that's kind of a neat little drawing of a desert type scene. You know, you see it in the movies, and you know, so it always has a fascination and an effect, doesn't it? You see the old cowboys, and I draw this thing, and I think, man, you know, the old cowboys riding on their horse, singing a song, you know, and all that. But you notice what happened with the old cowboys? Most of them are drunks. They're always getting a drink of whiskey. You don't ever see them drinking water. They're always drinking whiskey. They're always hanging out with some old gal in a bar. And after I got saved, I got to thinking. I said, man, I love westerns, but man, it's getting harder and harder to watch them.
Right. Yeah.
Why? Because they're all a bunch of heathens. These old cowboys out there. You know what? The allure of the world, the allure of the wilderness. You know, in the wilderness, that's where the prospectors went. What were they looking for? Gold. They thought there was money in the wilderness. They thought, man, I'll go out here and I'll find me some gold nuggets and some silver, and get me a silver mine or a gold mine, and man, I'll be set for life, and I'll head back in, and I'll go back. You know, that's what that prodigal son thought. He thought he was just going to go out in the wilderness for a while, and he was just going to go out there and get his money, and he's going to make his fame and fortune, come back, and his daddy's going to be so proud of him, you know. And his daddy would overlook all of his foolishness and all the silliness that he did. But it didn't work out for him, did it? No, never does, never does. We think it will. I'll tell you, there's a lot of young people that'll leave church, head to the wilderness. What do they think? They think there's something out there in that wilderness that they're going to find that it's going to solve all their problems. But the wilderness don't solve your problems. It don't. I'm sorry to tell you that. And if you're sitting here this morning thinking, well, the world has got everything I need, then you are sorely mistaken. The world don't have anything you need. Amen. The world, man, is a wilderness. It's inhospitable. It is not conducive to hospitable living. That's the world. And so what happens is we went out there and we got the opportunity to go out there.